It's a good chance Donald Trump will lose the popular vote because of the role of California and New York, Illinois, states like that.
Victor Davis Hanson predicts that Donald Trump is likely to lose the popular vote due to the heavy influence of Democratic-leaning states like California, New York, and Illinois. These populous states, which traditionally vote Democratic, contribute significantly to the overall popular vote margin, making it challenging for a Republican candidate to win the popular vote nationwide. However, Hansen estimates that Trump still has a 55% chance of winning the Electoral College. This is because Trump has strong support in key battleground states, such as Ohio, Pennsylvania, and Florida, where economic and cultural conservatism resonate with voters. Hansen's forecast reflects the unique structure of the U.S. electoral system, where a candidate can win the presidency by securing enough electoral votes, even if they do not win the popular vote.
And there's a 55% chance he'll win the Electoral College.
In regards to the debate, Victor Davis Hanson continues.
The debate, usually it doesn't matter. This debate did matter in a close race. There's a cumulative effect of rapport interviews. There's great anger and uncertainty about the economy that was borne out with this longshoremen's temporary strike. There's worry about the Middle East. There's worry about the reaction of this government to natural disasters, and they seem to pick and choose which types of catastrophes they respond to, and they're always using things for politics. So I think and then those are just my impressions, but when I look at the actual data, it does seem that Donald Trump will get a much higher youth vote, black vote, Latino vote than he did in 2020.
Trump is expected to gain meaningful increases in support from youth, black, and Latino voters in 2024, projected to rise by about 4% among young voters, up to 40%, by 3 to 6% among black voters, reaching 15 to 18%, and by 3 to 6% among Latino voters, up to 35 to 38%, potentially narrowing the popular vote gap and boosting his competitiveness in key battleground states.
And when you look at the history of the polls, 2016, especially 2020 when he lost, and you calibrate those to where the polls are now, he could be within 2.5 points and probably be even in the popular vote. He's about 2.2 in the popular vote behind, which says to me it's about equal. But in the key states, the latest polls the last 48 hours, he looks like he's ahead in Nevada, 1 point. He's ahead in Arizona, 2 or 3 points. Georgia, 3 or 4 points. North Carolina will be uncertain because of the disaster, but 1 point or 2. He's dead even in Pennsylvania. So those are polls that usually underreport Trump support. If you're a cynic, you would say, yes, Victor, but he's going to have to do better than that because there's going to be irregularities in the balloting, because most of the balloting will be controlled in blue cities, even in red states, in which the registrars and the workforce that counts the ballots are overwhelmingly for Biden. I'm not convinced of that, but that's the counter argument.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Let us know in the comments, which voting demographic do you think will have the biggest impact on the 2024 election? We can't wait to hear your perspective.